Now let's talk about this controversial one. You're on record to have said that you're going to dredge the sea to the Ashanti region. Is that feasible? How?
Yes, it's very feasible, but the point that I was making is not carrying or forcing the sea into Ashanti region. I was saying to Ghanaians that the time has come that we connect all our ferries, our rivers with the sea. It's called canals. You bringing water to a place is not because you want beach where people will go and throw their rubbish in like they're doing everywhere in Ghana. I think that transportation, coastal transportation, is something huge that we're lacking in this country. And if we want speed in our development, how are we going to sit down and think that we are going to be bringing 500 of containers from Tema Harbor, 400 kilometers away from Kumasi, to develop Kumasi? And if we want to have a good economy, how would we think that if we put about 5 different plants in Kumasi for gold mining, for timber, for all sort of exploration and manufacturing, how are we going to export that out of Kumasi to other regions? Now let's look at the eastern corridor and the western corridor of this country. As I've studied these grounds very well, I'm not the type of guy that talks with degrees. I am the man that talks with facts, because I study things, I look into things. I studied land policy and I learned about acquisition. They didn't teach me in university or school. Now I'm telling you about the map of this country. You have River Oti, you have River Pra. These 2 rivers are huge rivers and they're meeting. Okay, they connect to Otano. River Tano is in Techiman. Techiman is the biggest cocoa producer in this country. I mean, they're the #1 region that produces the most cocoa. This tunnel goes all the way to the Ivorian border and Ghana border, where the sea is. So this is a simple dredging canal connection. And then you've gotten water flowing through the country. We need to open up the country. Everyone does it in their country. Singapore, America, everyone.
So your point really wasn't necessarily digging. I mean, like people thought you were going to start digging from one seaside towards the Ashanti region. Is the point.
You need water bodies. You need water bodies because they have the path already. It's called ferry. Some of them is called canals. It's there. You Google it, you see.
And
it's
that
in Hamburg.
Nature has already provided.
Yes, it's in Hamburg. It's in different countries. Even Manchester, they brought water there. They dredge, and they started bringing ferries with ships. It's very much possible. It's feasible.
Right, great. People, if you just tune in, that's ATL FM 100.5. My guest in studio, Nana Kwame Bediako, the leader of the News Force movement, helping us to understand what his mission is, what he intends to do, his ambition, or remember that at exactly 2 p.m. Today, we are all meeting at the Center for National Culture to meet Nana Kwame Bediako, otherwise referred to as Freedom Jacob Caesar. But because you are in Cape Coast, I'm sure lots of the people in Cape Coast will be interested in what plans you have for the people of Cape Coast. Remember that we have the fishing bit, we have people who are into farming, and most importantly, schools. What plans does Nana Kwame Bediako have for the people of Cape Coast?
Well, first of all, I think Cape Coast is one of the most beautiful regions in the country. Even partly on the continent, yes, we can say so. You have the coast going around the whole region. First of all, a lot of potential in development and tourism. But I think this is the #1 educational hub, if not West Africa. For Ghana, we know for sure. Okay, you have the best of schools here. You have some of the best universities here. A very well designed and developed interchange community where people who are very much related to their history and their culture already. Apart from the castle that is around that everybody comes to see, but it kind of gives me some downfall syndromes. That is one of our best.
Why?
Because why should we be so proud to show just that to the world? where we got killed and where we were molested, abused. This is what we're showing people, but this is what people come to pay for, to look at us. I think we should change our mindsets of what, for me, I think it's memorial. It's good. But there's so much that we can talk about historically. The things that we have done, the greatest stuff, the greatest people, from the Konfanoche to the Yasantoas to the Kwame Nkrumahs to the great leaders of this country. We need to talk about that. People that fought for us and gave us our rights back and pulled us together and made us stronger and pull us from all the bad things that the colonial master was trying to portray. There comes a time that we need to show people that we're made, that we're built for it, that we're prepared again, that we're rejuvenated, that we have survived, that we're born again, that we have resurrected. I think that is the kind of spirit that I'm bringing to the new society, the new Ghana, the new nation. You can't show people your weakness. If I was ever having problems with finances, I would think about how to get myself out of that and make myself better and not fall in that situation again. I would not go and tell the world that I'm broke and I need money.
I know people will be thinking, would there be a time when Nana Kwame Bediako would decide to merge with any of these political parties at a point within your political career?
I didn't come to merge with people. I believe that I came to establish what is right, a unification platform that unifies the difference between the youth, the government, and the public. The existing Joe Polly can do what they're doing, and I'm not here to complain about what they've done wrong. I'm not here to talk about their faults. I just think that as a country, we need to move forward. We don't have jobs. We don't have industrial platforms that would stabilize our economy. We don't have money. We have currency issues. We have inflation. We have deflation. We have depreciation. We have a lot of things that is going wrong with us. And the people also don't have the jobs to go with it. But education is ongoing. Everything that will make someone's future become bright is ongoing. But everything that will lead you to that bright future gets stopped once you finish your education. So I just think that we need a change. We need a change. And I'm not here to go and merge with any party, because I think that with me and that party, there will be a change. If they believe in what I'm doing at some point, they're welcome to join. I'm not someone that is going to discriminate any parties. If one day some good, learned, smart, young people, vibrant people are ready to leave MPP and NDC and join this new force and see that this is the best for our country and therefore we want to support it, they're more than welcome. But I'm not here to go and join any party.
People, you're at liberty to get interactive with us. 0275 14 49 49, 0275 14 49 49. Alternatively, you can reach us via 0595 74 386. These are our engagement platform, both XMS and WhatsApp. This is ATL-FM 100.5. Remember, we are streaming live via YouTube, via our YouTube channel, TVUCC. Get interactive with us. Send us your messages if you have any questions. I've got a message here from Bismarck. Thanks for writing to us. And Nana Bismarck is asking that you describe yourself as a socialist. And his question is, what are you seeking to do in a democratic process like election? Is that not contradictory?
No, it's not. Actually, I already think rather our constitution is quite contradicting us already. And if you want to be socially adhesive and connecting with the people, the nation, the people of your country, if you don't find a democratic way to upend what you want to do, then of course you're going to end up becoming an activist, where most people thought I was that type, but I need the power of governance for me to be able to establish the vision that I have. I need the power of social governance for me to liberate the public from whatever valley that they have gone into. So I don't see it as contradictory at all. If Ghana was governed by something else and it was not going well, and I'm in the private sector and I decide to take a step, whatever system or whatever platform that they would have had is what I would be gearing towards. And then once you are able to get into the constitution, you can review it.
What's your take on the Galamsey menace? And if Ghanaians give you the nod, what exactly will you do to end this predicament?
Well, first of all, I think that I would move all the Chinese out right away because they are heartless and they're hopeless. To come into our country and to poison all the water. I mean, there are probably hundreds of thousands of them without us knowing. Because
is it not easier said than done?
Well, just let me say it. If they're in the country and we're not seeing them and they're poisoning our waters, these water bodies are the same water bodies that is feeding the grounds where we're planting our crops and everything. So we eat from this food, and I can guarantee you 10 years from now, some of the kids that would be birthed would have 6 fingers. They'll be blind already because they'll have silence all in their system, and it's poison.
It's already happening.
Okay, so now if these people are doing this and they're taking what we have and taking it to their country, all of a sudden, all the waters are brown. Everything is destroying. The first thing I have to do is to stop them. Now, I'm not saying that Ghanaians didn't have galamseys already. That's how they were eating. Those people, I would like to bring all of them together. If it's 80,000 of them, I would like to hire them. I would like to employ them. I would like to know how they're doing that job, and I'll put them to a hard rock mining, and I'll give them a KPI that gets me 200 tons in 2 years, and we are going to pay you the money. Any money you want, we're going to pay you. That 200 tons, for the first time, Ghana can borrow over 200 billion. Because what you need is gold reserves to borrow. What the country is doing that doesn't make sense to me or anyone outside this country is that you need gold to hedge your currency. They take the gold and sell it every day. They sell it to people and take dollars and then hedge their CD to the dollar. When the dollar, the guy that's giving you the dollar takes the gold to go and hedge their currency to make it stronger. So when you go to England, they have a lot of reserves, and that's why their pound, it's always strong.
You talk about employing them, or if you have
I will give them jobs.
80,000 youth, you're going to employ
I
them.
will give them jobs.
And you know, we exist under a constitution. Are you going to ask for a review of the constitution? Because whatever they have to do with our land, our resources, natural resources, has to, find itself within the confines of our constitution. Will you review the constitution?
It is not about reviewing the constitution. It is about jobs. It is about resources. These natural resources belongs to the state. It does not belong to the government. The people are entitled to make a living out of it.